Hi lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Phuoma. Today I'm looking like a cup of cupcake, man. I look eatable. I'm supposed to take myself out for this beauty, this premium beauty. Are you noticing anything? You all know that I love rings, but today's ring is different because one man thought that this girl like ring too much. So let me give her one ring that is more expensive than all the rings that she has been putting on. Rings that can buy all the rings that I've been wearing all my life, all the rings I've bought all my life. Viola. Hey, put the ring on it. Put the ring on it. I'm not pursuing anybody. It's just an engagement, but because I like to show it, so I decided to show you people. So one man is taking away this beauty of the street, man. That's why I look so take away today. I'm not here to pepper you, but if you feel peppered, who am I not to give it to you? All right. I just want to say thank you to the old bees that have been coming here and making me want to do content over and over again, for making me want to give you premium gist. To the newbies, it is not a mistake that you are here. Sorry for going AWOL for a long time. I've been traveling up and down and I've been having issues in my video. You all know I'm using my phone to make those videos, and my lighting was poor for a while. My sound, my volume was terrible. That's why I'm using the earpiece that came on my phone, so that at least it will give me a more better volume and sound. So thank you once again for coming. Welcome. So I'm back. So I think I should be doing some series, and one of the series that I've come up with in this storytelling format is In My Opinion. So this is the first season and the first episode of In My Opinion. Like I said before, it will always be life, something you can relate with, a real life story. Now, this is a story of a friend. She sent me a message weeks ago, though I gave her my opinion, but I would like her to also hear the opinion of other people. So that is why I said, in my opinion, I might have given, or maybe I'll give my opinion in my videos. Then you, if you can relate, you also give your opinion. Before we go on, if you know you've not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe. Watch this video to the end. Like it because I know you're gonna like it. Also comment if you can relate. I know you can relate too, because it's gonna be relatable stories. Also turn on your notification bell to get my next videos. You don't want to be missing these videos for anything in the world. I don't want to be over promising, but I tell you that truly you're gonna be enjoying my gist. So to the story of today, like I said before, it's a real life story about a friend. Some weeks ago, no, it's about a month ago, she sent me a WhatsApp message. For the sake of this video, and I don't want to put it out there who actually sent me this video, this message, I will change the name of this friend of mine to Shade. So Shade sent me a WhatsApp message. It was a WhatsApp video, but she sent a message alongside. So I'm going to start the story the way the story is supposed to start. She sent a message about her housemaid that she took in. So this girl, this housemaid, is from a humble background. She finished secondary school, and because her family don't have so much to take care of her, she thought she should look for a job, maybe housemaids or cleaner or sales girl, or something that will bring money to herself and also to help her family. According to Shade, this housemaid parents gave birth to 7 children. I don't know why people that are really not so rich keep giving birth to lots of children, but that will be a story for another day. And she's the first child. Her mother got married to more than one husband. So she, that is the first child, the father she's staying with now is not her father. Is another man, but her mother has other children with the man. So she's trying to work so that she can help her parents and also help herself. Then probably send herself to school or learn a vocation or start a business. Somebody introduced this housemaid to Sade, telling Sade all what the girl had passed through and how sometimes they don't have anything to eat in their house and all that and all that. So Sade, wanting a maid because she's married, she's working, and she has children. So she actually needed somebody to help her with her chores. So she was like, okay, I'll take in this girl. Let me give the girl a name. Let's say Josephine. I'll take Josephine. Sorry for using any name that, but anybody can be any name. So I don't think you should take it so personal. So she said, let me take in Josephine and she'll be staying with me. I'm supposed to be paying her, but because I want a better life for her, I'll be saving up the money. When it gets to a tangible money, if she wants to write JAMB and go to higher institution, I will take care of the bills. Then she will also be staying with me while she's doing the things she's supposed to do as a house help. Josephine accepted. They went to see Josephine's parents and also placed this thing in their front. And they accepted at least one mouth out of the feeding in the house. So Josephine started staying with Sade. According to Sade, Josephine is a nice girl. She does the chores, wake up early, do things in the house and all. Then Josephine, on the other hand, was playing a role, saving up the money for her, but she wasn't showing her. She said she saves the money for her. Then toiletries and clothing that the girl needs, she provides it for the girl. Then it got to a point, I think after like 2 months, she was like, it's almost time for Jambo. Shebi, you have WAEC results. That was when she realized that Josephine does not have WAEC results. She didn't make her papers. She was like, okay, it's not the end of the world. Do you really want to go to school? The girl said, yes. What will you become? Stated everything. So, okay, I will enroll you in secondary school so that you can be eligible for WAEC again and you will do well. So she took Josephine, that Sade took Josephine to a government school and tried to enroll her. But the government school she took her to, I think they write exams and she wasn't eligible to enter SS3 because her writing skills, her calculation skills and all those subjects she was supposed to do, she didn't do well in any of them. So what was the solution? They said, take her back to SS1. So they took Josephine back to SS1 of a secondary school. She was willing. She started going back to school. She enrolled her in a lesson, took private lesson teacher for her and all that. She said Josephine was not improving, but she didn't give up. So they tried and tried. Josephine wrote SS1 exams. It's not like she did perfectly well, but the age was not even favorable for her to be in SS1, but both of them were willing, Sade and Josephine. So they continued. SS2, they were like, okay, try to write WAEC. So Josephine tried WAEC and she failed. Sade asked Josephine, are you sure you really want to do this thing? Then Josephine was like, since her head is not carrying book now, let her learn something. Okay, what would you like to learn? She said she wanted to learn tailoring. They still allowed her, Josephine and her, Sade and her husband allowed her to finish SS3. So after finishing SS3, according to them, they just did, all these wuru exams. But they knew that with this kind of results, she cannot go to the university or any higher institution. She won't do well. So the result was just lying dormant. So they enrolled her in a tailoring school, like all this roadside tailor. They said she spent 6 months there and she wasn't still grasping what she was supposed to grasp. Like she wasn't knowing so much in the tailoring school. They were not still giving up because according to Sade, the girl was actually a good girl. She does everything, no stealing, nothing. Then it got to a point along the line, like 1 year after, this girl's parents started feeling entitled. And you're supposed to be paying us because you are with our daughter and all those things. Josephine said, Sade said it wasn't part of the plan, but because she was trying to understand where they are coming from, she started giving them 5,000 naira every month. Though it seems little, but because it wasn't part of the plan, she said that was the highest she could be giving them. She said after a while again, they were like, the money is too small, they have to be giving her more money and giving the parents more money and all that. Sade said if they want to take away their child, they should take away their child. She's going to call in maids that come and go. So they left it. So she just kept giving them 5,000. And remember, she had enrolled Josephine in school. She failed. Enrolled Josephine in tailoring school. She failed. And she didn't know what to do again. But they were still looking for a better option for Josephine because they love her. And she's a good girl. So she said sometimes Josephine just take break and go to her parents' house. Then when she comes back with different character or attitude, like she's fed up, they are frustrating her and all that. Sade says she encourages her. That's how first children are. It's not everybody that are born with silver spoon. You just have to endure and know where you're coming from. Okay, she said another time, sometime this year, Josephine went home again and came back. When she came back, she noticed a very different attitude. Secondly, she noticed that things started getting missing in their house. But she wasn't suspecting her because a girl that has stayed with her for 2 years plus and nothing got missing, and all of a sudden things start getting missing. She didn't think it would be the girl. She was thinking maybe she's misplacing. She will accuse her husband, accuse her children, sometimes accuse her. But she wasn't pointing it to her because it wasn't in her character before to do such a thing. So it continued. And for about 3 months. So it continued for about 3 months. Then recently, like 2 months ago, she said somebody came to her house, her in-law came to her house and gave her 10,000 naira. That she kept the 10,000 naira in her drawer. She said she doesn't lock anywhere in her house because she's free. The girl, her children, her husband, everybody just keep their things because they were not expecting to have thieves in the house. So the person gave her 10,000 naira and she kept the 10,000 naira in her drawer. When she went out and came back, she found out that 3,000 naira was missing. Before then, other money has been getting missing, including foodstuffs. But she wasn't putting it at heart because she wasn't expecting anything of such from the girl. So, when this 3,000 naira got missing, she asked and asked because she said the money was for a use. She already planned that this money I'm going to use it to do things. And coupled with the fact that things are increasing, she didn't want anything to happen to that money. She also said her children are picky with food. So there are some food she only buys for her children because things are expensive. Nobody is rich anymore in Nigeria. If you are not Dangote, you are poor. So she said they start managing and start piping low. And she tells everybody, please, Golden Mon is for the children. No adults should take it. This particular food is for the children. No adults should take it. But she realized that normally Golden Mon that stays like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, stop staying up to 3 weeks. It now takes 1 week. She was wondering what was wrong. Are the children now eating more? And her first child is about 6 years. The second one is about 3 years. So they don't serve themselves. It's adults that serve them. But she was still ignoring the signs. So this last Salah break that came, that big Salah, she said Josephine traveled home again. And another money, when she traveled home, she noticed about 5,000 naira missing again from her drawer. She works remotely, though she also works on site, but she works remotely most of the time. So more of her money is in the house. Say when this one happened, then it occurred to her that it might be this girl. Probably her parents or her family have taught her that these people that you are staying with, they are very rich, be taking their money if they don't want to give us the money. You know how these people can be feeling entitled on someone else's funds. She said something just occurred to her. She thought, let me call my daughter and ask her very well. She now said, baby girl, let's say her daughter's name is Chioma. I said, Chioma, did you see my money? Did you see anybody going to my drawer, taking my money without my permission? That was when she said she pressed and pressed. That was when the girl now said, Auntie Josephine used to go to your drawer. She would send me, that's Chioma, to go to your drawer and take money and keep it and tell me, don't tell your mommy, oh, don't tell your mommy, oh, it's for us. I'll buy sweets for us. And she, Shade now asked, I should be buying sweets for you? Say yes. You know, that was the video she now sent me. I watched the video and it looked so true. That was the video she sent to me, and she was broken. Like, she trusted this girl, and this girl was a good girl. Where did the change come from? Now, in that anger, she said she packed this girl's thing, just Josephine's things, and took bike to Josephine's house where her parents are, and said she doesn't want Josephine again near her house. Josephine is stealing her things. She has been stealing her things, but she never suspected because she thought Josephine is a good person. She said Josephine just stood akimbo and was just looking at her. She wasn't even remorseful. Her parents was like, is she not working for you? You take her as your child now. There's nothing like chastising the girl and all. That she felt so bad, like you could not even correct her. That what she did was wrong. So it was clear that it was the parents, probably the mother or both of them, that told Josephine to be stealing her stuffs. So the foodstuffs that have been getting missing too, probably is either Josephine is eating it behind closed doors or she's sending it to her family. Whereas that was not the plan. This girl was sent to school by this family and she didn't do well. They enrolled her in fashion school and she did not do well. Shade left there and said she doesn't want Josephine again. After like 2 days, the person that introduced Shade to Josephine called and said Josephine came to her house kneeling and crying and begging, saying she was sorry, she didn't know how to start begging there and all, that she should forgive her, blah blah blah. So that is the gist. Josephine, Shade is now asking, should she give Josephine a second chance? Will she change or will she become worse? In my opinion, for Josephine to be a good girl initially and change for the bad, that means Josephine can also change for the good. Change is a two-way thing. It's either positive or negative. Somebody that was good can become bad, and somebody that is bad can become good. For Josephine to turn out bad because of some hearings, then she can turn out good. So give her a second chance. You never can tell. But this time around, tell her that if anything gets missing, it is you. You know, it's just like putting a cultist in an anti-cultist squad. The cultists will know how to look for a cultist. They know how to look for cultists in the environment. So that's how it's going to be. She's going to be the eye of the gods. She's going to be the eye that will be looking for thieves. Even if her husband, Shade's husband, take anything, she will report because she doesn't want to be the guilty one. That's what I feel, in my opinion. I just hope it doesn't fire back. Like I said, it is in my opinion. Have you experienced something like this before? What do you think Shade should do? Should she take her back? This she is making the is making the gist to be confusing in my mouth. Should she take, imagine, it's like sounding like crime. I don't like the she sound. Should she take Josephine back? Is Josephine going to change? Please leave your comments in the comment section, and definitely for sure I know Shade is going to be in the comment section reading your comments. Thanks for watching to the end. I told you are going to enjoy the gist. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please. Kindly subscribe if you've not subscribed. My goal is 1,000 subscribers this week. Shebi is possible. What God cannot do does not exist. Okay, so please hit the subscribe button, comment, like, and also turn on your notification bell. Until next time, bye bye.